Hello and welcome back to episode 46 of Take to the Skies. St Albans FC. We're back once again. We're now 16 games into the season. We've got an FA Cup first round game to play. And we have turned our form around quite significantly. So since you were last with us, we had the win and loss against Torquay and Dover. We then had a 2-1 win against Havant and Waterlooville. A 1-1 draw with Guiseley, which was disappointing. They're bottom of the league. But then we had a big win against Port Vale, who were one of the relegated teams. We then beat Maidenhead in the FA Cup qualifying. Then most recently we beat Stockport 2-1 and a draw 1-1 with Aldershot, which means we come into this game against Chester, who are sat in 4th. We're sat in 8th place. A win for us here puts us level on points with Chester. So that could be a big moment in the season for us. And then in the FA Cup first round, it was quite a harsh draw. We got Plymouth from League One. So that is going to be a very tough game for us to get anything out of. It is away, so at least we'll get a bit more money for being at their ground. But I think I'll be surprised if we get anything other than the money out of that game. But you never know. We might pull off a bit of a shock. Just before we do get into those games, though, there is a slight change to the plan for the weekend video. So on Sunday, normally, obviously, we have a Take to the Skies. I'm going to be ditching that at the moment for the time being. Hopefully, my plan is for it to be relatively long term. I want to throw some different content up. If you don't know, I have recently got back into streaming. The link is down below, twitch.tv/AndrewPlays14. We've been doing some co-streams with Ashman, including Human Fall Flat. And on Sunday, we're going to have the highlights of the first stream we've done on the new Minecraft update 1.17. So I've got that to edit probably later. But that will hopefully be up a bit of a highlights. We were live for just over 2 hours, so I'm hoping to get down to somewhere around the half an hour mark. We'll see how that goes. But yeah, we haven't really got a stream schedule, so why don't you click the link down below, hit follow, turn your notifications on, and then that way you can come along to the streams when we go live. It's normally in the evenings. We normally go live about 8 o'clock UK time. Somewhere around that area. We're going to be back on Minecraft again soon. And then around middle of next month, we're going to be looking to bring some F1 content to you. And that'll be appearing on the channel as well in that Sunday slot. So the Sunday slot's kind of going to become have a little bit of something different on the channel, starting with Minecraft this week, and in the future it'll be a bit of F1 and things like that. Particularly with this Football Manager in the end of its cycle, we've probably not got much left to go on Unknown to World Known, which means I've got a bit more time to dedicate to things like that. And of course, while you're going over and following me on Twitch, you should also hit subscribe here, because any support is greatly appreciated wherever it happens to be. Let's get into the game against Chester. And the lineup for today's game, we've got Emery in goal, a back four of Williams, Martinez, Gilks and Louise. Bell is on the right, Cody on the left, and then we've got Brain and Torre in the middle, with Lopez and Rolt as the strikers for today. We recently had some big injuries with Moriarty. He's out for a few weeks, as is, I want to say, O'Rourke. Yes, O'Rourke. They're both out for a few weeks, unfortunately. So a little bit of a different look in front but hopefully it'll be enough to get us a result today. Early throw-in for Chester as Priest throws it to Doherty. He plays a long ball forward, but Emery easily catches it because it was straight to him. He tries to long ball. Lopez tries to head down, but it's to Gibson in the end. And there's a missed header. Oh, that's poor. A hopeful ball forward from Gibson, and Gilks has misjudged the header and allowed Fellows through. I mean, that's so easy. And Fellows ends up one-on-one with the keeper. No doubt there. That's so poor. It's now a corner for Chester, gone towards the far post. It's headed away by Brain to Rolt, who has a chance to break forward. We've got numbers with him. He's on the wing. He's got men at the far post. Ends up playing it short to Bell, who then sends it in, and Brain puts it in the bottom corner, and we are back on level terms, 1-1. And of course, Chester, it's quite a journey from St Albans up by Liverpool, so good to see the fans that have come with us get to see a goal. And now Priest with another throw in, Doherty collects it, Gibson gets it back to Doherty, goes out to the left-hand side, but Williams heads it away. Juliuson collects it, plays it back to Claxton and Miles inside to Doherty, back to Juliuson. Cross goes towards the far post. Gibson's headed down to Fellows, and it's 2-1. This has been a quite exciting first 10 minutes, even if it's also a bit of a disappointing first 10 minutes for us, because it looked like we got back into it, and instead Fellows has made it 2-0 for Chester. 2-1. Goal kick here. Emery plays it into McCaskill. Gibson plays the ball over the top. Martinez covers it well and heads out to Louise. Brain plays it to Coley, who gets it back to Brain, and Louise forced to go back to Gilks, who goes long to the goalkeeper. Questionable forward ball, and it comes back at us. Gilks wins the header but heads it straight to Gibson, who plays Doherty through. Cross goes in, and Claxton at the far post really should be scoring that. He's got a free kick though, and Gilks heads it away. Bell is breaking now, and we've got 2-on-2. Rolters with Bell. He's run to the side, goes for goal, and it's a bit too easy for the keeper, but gets us a corner. Can we get an equaliser from here? Brain is stood over it, sends it in, and it's easily headed away. So we've reached half time. It's been a poor first half for us. Looked like we were going to throw ourselves straight back into it when we got the equaliser, but it didn't really happen. And I think for now we're just going to make one change. No, we're going to leave Bell on because he's having a good game. Tell you what, Bell's going to go onto the left-hand side as an inverted winger. Coley's going to come off for Williams, who's going to come swap with Williams, and then Rossetti is going to come on for him as a fullback for us. Throwing on the left-hand side, Louise throws it to Lopez, back to Louise, who goes for an ambitious ball in behind to Rolt that was never going to get there. Gibson goes long, and Louise collects that just as easily as they did ours. Gilks goes back to Emery, and he plays a long ball forward. Rolt heads to Lopez, who plays it to Torre, out to Williams on the right hand side. Back to Torre, and Rossetti to Williams. Ball through to Rolt. Oh, and he needs to be getting the shot at goal. He's tried to put it across the box, and there wasn't really anyone there with him anyway. So there is a corner here for Chester, but we're going to bring Hunter on in midfield first. Well, probably after. But we're going to bring him on, as well as Farjalla on for Gilks because of that booking. And hopefully we'll be able to get something through Hunter because Rolt not been on it today. And unfortunately, it is a 2-1 loss for St Albans against Chester. They are looking like a strong team, so I don't know how disappointing it is when they're in potentially a title battle. Although Gloucester have really pulled away at the top of the league. But we do need to start getting a bit more of a consistent run to get us into the playoffs, because we are in danger of dropping out of that battle a little bit. admittedly at the moment it's 1 point, but inconsistency over the season is not good for us. So hopefully we can sort that out. Maybe the players were just too focused on the game against Plymouth. And for the game against Plymouth, we've got a couple of changes. Rosette comes in at right back, and then Lopez moves back to the number 10. Williams comes in on the right hand side of the midfield. So we've gone for the asymmetric formation, just because I think it might give us a bit more defensive solidity against a League One team. I think overall it might help us out. We've got a throw in 13 minutes in for Plymouth. Thompson heads it back to Bree, with Thompson who crosses it, and Drisdale sends it back to Bree. Cross comes in, Haynes heads down to Neil, and it's 1-0 early on for Plymouth. So, unlike in our playoff final, we don't get our hopes up. they just kind of here to kick us before we even get going. Throw in for Plymouth now. Williams heads it away. Lopez can't get to it. Drisdale's there before him and plays it inside to Haynes. He switches the play out to Sheldon on the right hand side, and he's trying to get into the box. Manages to get the ball to Ennis, but it's cleared away by Martinez. And at half time it is 1-0 to Plymouth. It's not horrendous. We've not really done anything in this game to show that we might even, that we're even going to cause them any trouble. But I don't know how much I expected us to, so I'm not too upset by it. That we're playing League One opposition. We're going to send Farjala on at the back, just to see if he's a bit more solid than Martinez, but let's see how we do. So Torres picked up a bit of a knock, so we're going to bring him off for Smith, who's going to be a deep line playmaker from back there, and we're going to swap Lopez to a shadow striker. Corner for Plymouth here, 68 minutes gone. Neil crosses it in towards the far post. Drisdale's there, but doesn't hit it despite how free he was. Plays it back to Sheldon. It's back to Drisdale, and he makes it 2-0. There was a bit of a fortunate deflection for them there. But then, Drisdale, it's odd that he doesn't hit that there. Plays it inside to Sheldon, and then it just kind of bounces nicely for them. Haynes plays it back out to Drisdale, and 2-0. And straight off the back of that, there's another highlight. Smith clears it away to Rolt, who runs past his man, and he's got a brilliant chance here to get us a goal, and he's hit it straight at the keeper, and now it breaks away for Neil, who's trying to get space on the right hand side for Plymouth, and Louise gets a very nice tackle in there. We're going to bring we're going to bring Wiltshire on, purely because he's been at the club for quite a while. He's still there in real life. Let's give him a few minutes in the FA Cup first round. Why not? We've got a late highlight. Rosette throws it to Wiltshire, goes inside to Lopez, tries to get the ball through, but it deflects nicely for us. Wiltshire's back on the ball, and it's played over the top by Smith to Coley, who tries to get back across the box, does at the second attempt, and Lopez gets one back. It's unlikely, but can we grab a second? Even just the one, that's still very good for us. We've given them a good game. If we played half, well, there again, we're losing, so. And it is unfortunately a 2-1 defeat away to Plymouth, but I think we gave a good account of ourselves. If we can perform at the same level as that in the league, we should really be pushing up and really find our way into the playoff battle, and hopefully that will be the case. What I think we'll do now, I am aware we've been in the National League for a number of years now, so I think we'll have a bit of a long run to the next episode. Obviously, that will be on Monday. Don't forget, we've got a stream highlights coming on Sunday. So we'll come back aiming for probably the FA Trophy 4th round, providing we're there. If not, I'll just kind of wing it. We'll just come back wherever I happen to get to, really. If you have enjoyed that, please do leave a like. Comment your prediction, how you think we're going to get on the rest of the season. head over to Twitch, as I say, links down below. Give us a follow, come along for a stream. Don't know when the next one's going to be, but there'll be one. And subscribe if you are enjoying the series. Thank you very much for watching.